Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FS22 Let's Map video. I'm working on my map Wunzig. Yeah, and since the last video about my map building, I added some more trees, so I have all the basic trees now around the map in this ladder mode so that they can be seen even from far away. Here also. And yesterday I made this tiny area with this little church. It's not yet finished, but yeah, for the moment I would say it's okay. I leave it and work on other things now, and later I come back and add some light. And one of my viewers said there should be a little wooden fountain with water, and I think yes, that's a good idea, so that all the people who go hiking there and have their picnic on these tables here, they can drink water as well and refresh a little bit. So, and today I wanted to work on the river, and first I'll add some more of these poplars. So what I'm doing is having poplars at all the rivers, but right now I'm not so sure whether I really want to have all the rivers accompanied by poplars. So maybe you can tell me what you think about it. On the one hand, I like it a lot to have poplars that are along a river, and on the other hand, I think maybe it's a little bit too much. So this is maybe about half of the river. So this till the end, and this halfway through, and here it's still going on. Maybe I just stop here, and maybe I even stop here, or I make it only on one side. So I would like to know what you think about this. Yeah, and what I want to do is making this river area nicer, because right now it's just a long hole somehow, and the river bank is very boring, and I don't want to keep it like this. And I thought on starting with this very interesting area, or let's see, oops, the beginning is even more important. Yeah, maybe I could do it from here till there. Yeah, I'm not so sure yet whether I want to make a somehow rocky river with lots of stones, so like this maybe, or whether I want to have it more like this. And I think maybe I will make part of it rather like this, with grass for sure, and bushes and so on and so forth, and parts of it more rocky, so that there are not rocks everywhere, but here and there somehow. And so when I start here, and this I leave for the moment, I will do this later. And I start somehow from here. And I guess for this area it would be normal to be rather rocky here, because if not, maybe it would have opened more be more washed out, but when it's rocky then it stays like that. So that's what I think about it. Yeah, and therefore I start with building some rocks. So here we have 2 meters. Yeah, maybe yes. And then the right is remove. And then I want to have it with noise. So I make this smaller. And here is the noise. And yeah, it's already activated. Okay. Yeah, then I can just try it. What is this? Oh. Ah, this is the grid. Let's see. Yeah, it's the grid. Okay, now it should be gone. Yeah, and right now it doesn't look rocky, but I will paint it. And here, or where do I want to have the road? Maybe rather here and not along the bank. Yeah, like here and there to the animal dealer. And then I want to have some productions here. And yeah, it should be like that you can go by road up to here, and maybe here would be a perfect place for the ship cultivating, ship growing production. So then this needs to go a little bit further to the left, I guess, but that's not what I want to do today. There is still such a lot to do on this map. This looks not so nice, but that's somehow the problem. It's hard to make nice rocks because the resolution of the map is not so fine. So the terrain resolution, and I could make it finer, but then it wouldn't be okay for consoles anymore. And therefore I have to live with this sometimes rather strange shapes, but I guess they look better with the rock texture. Let's see. This is here, and mountain rock. Yeah, the mountain rock texture makes nicer things with this rather strange shapes. And then I can put some plants, but this is very edgy. Maybe I can make it a little bit softer. I try. Oh, that is the painting. This is the modeling. Yeah. Yeah, then it looks less interesting, but not so pointy and edgy. And I could add 3D rocks. That's what a lot of mappers do, and Giants does it too. But all those rocks are expensive slot-wise. And so to make terrain in this type, it's cheaper so you don't need slots for this kind of rocks. Here I should paint. Okay. And then we make it here. Okay. And when you have built the landscape like this, so you made this landscape rocks somehow, and you want to add 3D rocks as objects, very often the edge doesn't work very good, so it doesn't look good. And therefore I think you have to choose either this or that. And I'm more into this landscape rocks, even if they have a lot of disadvantages, but yeah, they are better for the performance. And Giants is more into using the rocks, so especially for the new map, the Silver Run Forest will have a lot of 3D rocks. But the price for it is that you can't modify it with the terrain tool. On top of the performance stuff. So, and paint a little bit. And then, first a little save. And now I make this less uniform. This is a painting mode. Yes, mode. I mean, and we have the grass cliff. Yeah, that's what I want. I only want it in rather flat areas. And let's see. Oh, this is painting a lot. So still even flatter. Oh, still. That is interesting. So, maybe 10 degrees, so I can limit this. No, now it's how I want it. Maybe even a little bit more. And this texture is something between rocks and grass. And maybe I make it a little bit more, and then in the very flat areas I put some dirt like here, and then I can, oh, this is too much there. So maybe only 12 degrees. And when you paint with this degree limits, you sometimes get very interesting results. So I hadn't thought on, whoops, that it looks like this. But it's okay. Maybe here I will add some stronger degree. But first I go over there. And this is how I made the mountains as well. So here I said the brown, the foresty stuff should only be where it's rather flat, and the steep stuff should be the mountain rock, and therefore I got all these different kinds of here. There it is a very interesting image somehow that comes out. I was searching for a word and I didn't find it. But yeah, I think it looks interesting. And what is there? It's a shadow. Very strange. Maybe I have something invisible that is making a shadow. So let's go on. Oh, and here it's quite a lot. But there I can plant bushes and maybe some trees, and here it's nearly nothing. Okay, because this is steeper. And in FS19 we had a darker mountain texture as well, for at least for Felsbrunn, and it was not so critical to add more textures, so I made mixture, so medium dark and a mixture of like this but different, so I made it myself, a mixture between grass and rock, and then I could have a bigger variety of looks and something in between. But here very often when you use more textures to paint, then you get problems on consoles, and that's what I don't want. So now maybe forest needles would be the best. Let's go here, forest needles, and only where it's very flat. Let's see. Yeah, we get some. And those are the perfect places for planting. And as it is flat there, the soil is gathering somehow. And therefore it's a good place for plants. Okay, and now as I like to have some dark inside here, I make still this grass cliff and change this slope. Yeah, so the thing with the degree is the slope. Maybe 50, and now I make it very small. And because this is not only a mixture between rock and grass, I would say, but it could also be the area where the rock is wet. And therefore I make it here. And then I think sometimes a little bit higher. And so the rocks can look more natural, I would say. And at some places I mix it a little bit in the steeper areas. And here below the surface, because this is always humid, and therefore I would say the rock doesn't stay like this, it's more green with algae and so. So, oh, I need to make it steeper. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and then some spots here and there and here. And this is looks very unnatural, so I will change it. And maybe here a little bit. So here I go into the modeling tool. Yeah. Okay, so like this doesn't look as edgy anymore, but maybe I could bring it out a little bit more. How does it look? Not perfect, but a little bit better maybe. Oh, and do you see all this pointed tops? So I make them a little bit softer. This is due to the poor resolution. So I guess we have only 2 meters. So every 2 meter we can say define the height of the terrain, and then it slopes to the next 2 meters somehow, and therefore we get all these edges and such. Yeah, but we want to keep it console friendly. Okay. Yeah, maybe some trees and then some bushes and small stuff. But I think if I put trees here, the size like that, then this will lose its significance somehow. Don't know whether it's the right word, but this stands out now as it's a willow. Tell me, what are you? No, not the bridge. Here. A willow, yes. So like this, it's a very interesting willow that stands out, and if I put others here or other rather big trees, then it will lose this standing out. So maybe just smaller trees, very small trees and bushes. Let's see what we have. This is the village area. But maybe I put it into the river area, but not this where all the poplars are. More like river trees, miscellaneous or something like that. Okay, I call it trees, river, misc. Yes, and then I put it here. And now I search for small and nice and maybe a Pagoda Dogwood and a shakeback hickory. Small ones. And then I try whether they fit there. If I would be very strict, I think both trees wouldn't work here. And the American, what do we have? American elm wouldn't work there either, because I don't know this trees from Germany, and this should be a southern German area, but I think in the end they look, they just look like trees, and most of the people won't bother whether they are really at home here. This just looks like a nice bush, and this here is, let's see, another bush. Yeah, maybe I just switch them. So this could go over there. And then yeah, maybe there. And then I put one here. Oh, so this is fine there, but there also. And maybe here another one. And maybe a size a little bit bigger would work too. Or maybe rather not. This a second one? No. But we had this very narrow trees. Maybe that's the American elm. Let's see. Trees. So I should learn all the trees that we have, that I know exactly what I want to place where. Up to now it's more like, yeah, finding out what would work, what is what, and so on. I know the oaks and I know the poplars, and the willows, but those, yeah, 3 American types I have seen and used. Let's see. Oh, this is huge. And this is not what I was looking for. But maybe, let's see here, maybe. So a little further away. Because I think all this area needs trees and decoration and such. So, but we don't have this small, narrow. I have the shakebark hickory and pagoda dogwood, all in the small. What am I missing? Because I know this, maybe you know this, at least we have it in Elm Creek and on a lot of maps. It's very cheap and it's higher than wide, a very small one. Maybe I don't have it here and I have to get it from Elm Creek or so. Oh, maybe I could try to import it. So first I should save and then file, import, because as far as I know all the trees are here in special files. Is it here? No, I don't think so. Maybe add maps. Here we have trees. Yeah. Maybe it's downy serviceberry because I didn't have this. And this is another tree that I don't know from Germany, but maybe I only don't know the English name. But I think this Pagoda Dogwood and shakebark hickory are no normal trees in Germany. And I guess we will have other trees that maybe are not so often in America. But we don't have them in the game. So, yeah, here they are. So first I put them in my templates area that I can find them later. And then I make a copy of this, the small one. Like so. And put it here. And now wish me luck. So, yeah, that's what I wanted. Oh, and I have to put it again. Now I can make some copies. Okay. Maybe here. And one here. And another one here. Or maybe the round one. I put this there, and then I maybe paint a little bit small bushes to connect those, because this looks rather artificial, like in a park and not like natural grown. And I think here it could be possible that this is grown natural. And then we need something in between, so in the middle. Foliage, bushes. Where's a Stickle Bush? And rather small ones. I take the medium, not the mixture. Oh, no, this is too small. Come on, yeah, this. Yeah. They're really tiny. Okay, but this is somehow like I wanted it. Okay. Oh, and maybe even some maiden ferns, because this will be a wet area, and usually ferns like to grow on wet areas. But first I make those bushes to connect those. And here maybe I have to remove some later, because they don't grow on actual rock, more where the rock is, with earth and grass and wet and such. Here, this is oh, come on, here, blah, 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 blah. No, this want to stay empty. Sometimes it is like that with the foliage. So those plants here, it's rather similar to the shape. We are somehow limited to a grid in a way. And so we can't say, here I want a bush, but they come where they want somehow. And at some places they won't grow, like here. But maybe I'm more lucky with some flowers there. So deco foliage and maybe just yellow daisies. Make it very small, come on. This is very small. Yeah, but here we have some yellow daisies. Yeah. Oh, this is very, very sharp. So, come on. Yeah, a little bit too big. Yeah, this is a little bit better. So it doesn't look so interesting, but not as sharp. I would really love to have a finer resolution for this modeling stuff. Maybe with the next FS. So now I search for the Maiden Phone. This is the ground foliage. And then so, like so, and here. And maybe here. Some of them can grow. Here it will be a humid area. Maybe I should paint it here, because this looks dry now. And so grass cliff. Yeah. Yeah, now it doesn't look dry anymore. And maybe I even make a tiny puddle. Oh, this is there. No, it should be rather, no, not there. Maybe, yeah, there is a good idea. So it's very tiny, maybe nobody will see it. No. I could make it. No, I think when I limit the slope, I can't paint it at all. Yeah, here could be okay. And there, let's see, a little puddle. No, not there. The sad thing about the puddle is that it's only in this with the dirt as background. But I think it's okay. If you have a puddle there, then the dirt collects there, and then it's okay. So, and now the Maiden Phone again. So, yeah, here we have it. Now add some more, because they like the puddles. And here they live in these puddles, and maybe a little bit here. Yeah. And on the edge, I think this is too steep to have something growing here and there. What is with this? This is a little bit more flat, so I will paint it first with the rock grass cliff. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and then I will make a little puddle. Come on, here. Yeah, very good. And a tiny little puddle. No, not there. Okay, yes. And then I put the fern here. No, not there. Yeah. Where is the puddle? Ah, here you can see it, how it's reflecting. But I don't find the place where I can paint the ferns. And there. Very strange. Yeah, it doesn't want to be here. Maybe I could plant a little tree there. Yeah, but maybe it would take from the willow. But at least a bush should be there. So let's see. This Pagoda Dogwood is the small one. Yes, it's the small one. So waiting. Here we are. Oh. Here it doesn't look so small anymore. No, this is not good at that place. So maybe I try a painted bush. Whether I can place one here. Let's see. Deco bush and yeah, short, small, medium, big, tall. Those are all blueberries, and then we have boxwood and hazelnut. Maybe I try a hazelnut small. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe not. And then a boxwood small. Would be okay, but somehow it doesn't fit. And I want to have it in the puddle. But maybe it's too humid. it won't. Somehow this is a place where no texture want to go. No foliage. Blueberry short, blueberry small. Let's try this. No. Okay, now we have two. One would be enough. This is not in the puddle. It's really, it's like yeah. But this maybe would look good. I only would really love to have something here in this puddle area. So we try it again with ground foliage. And then I try the Maiden Phone again. Nothing. And then I try the Thimbleberry. Okay. No, but not there. Okay. Then we try something else with the deco foliage and maybe the small alive rumex. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. And I think this is not so good. Well, this wants to stay. Yeah, maybe it should stay. But then I should paint it a little bit wetter somehow. A puddle is not okay in this area, but the gas cliff maybe. Okay, so I have to paint here to get it dark here. That's how it works. Very, very strange. And then I make one blue flower. Just here. Yeah. And yeah, I will see whether I like it. So I will wait a while and yeah, watch it again. And maybe here I put some more of those bluebells because they are really decorative. So okay. Yeah, so before I thought I would make this and this up to there, but yeah, now it's already nearly 1 hour and I think it's long enough for this video, and therefore I think this is done. Or no, water plants. I will have a look whether we have water plants here or whether I still have to export them from some map. Templates. No trees. Maybe in decoration. Because there are some nice water plants in the game. Here not. Maybe here in miscellaneous. No, it doesn't look like that. Okay, so I have to get them somewhere else. Let's see whether I already exported some. Water, water, water. No, not yet. but I could grow some oh, I don't know the English word, so there are at a lot of water spaces there is a kind of grass growing that's huge. It has a different name, but I don't know which name. And instead of the original, I use the sugar cane in the harvest ready stage, and they look like this. So we call it Schilf in Germany, and I don't know the English word, but maybe you know what I mean. And this sugar cane is good because it doesn't spoil, it stays like that, and I like it a lot as kind of water plant for the edges, for the banks of rivers and lakes and such. And in the middle I prefer those floating stuff, but here at the edge, where are we? I like this. And you can hide edges that are not so beautiful, and I like it if there is green. Maybe here we can have it too, because yeah, if the water is good quality, the plants like to grow there. And then for the middle I would later add some of the official water plants that are not sugar cane. And I already used it on my other two maps in FS19, and it worked well, and I liked it a lot. Yeah. So I would have liked to get more done in this hour, but that's how it is. Mapping and modding always takes a long time, at least for me. And so another time I will go on and work on the rivers. And yeah, so I guess we will have quite some videos of this map building still, because it's so far from being done. Yeah, and I would love to work on it the whole day, but there are other mods that want to be done. So my American barn that I'm working on, with or without a silo and such, and then the red farm building pack with a farmhouse, walkable farmhouse, and another different barn and things like that, and that I already had on FS19, and that is people love it a lot. Yeah, and then I want to make the farm buildings for this map, and this will take time and time and time, I'm sure. Yeah, and in between I always work on the map, but it's very slowly. What a pity. But better slowly than not making any progress, I would say. Okay. Yeah, that's it for this video. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.